Imagine walking the path of life, where each decision shapes your destiny. Now, imagine that path leading you to a choice that could change everything. This is the story of a young man, his fleeting thoughts, and how they led him to a lesson that Buddha himself might have shared. Long time ago, in a peaceful kingdom nestled between mountains and rivers, there lived a young man with a simple life. Every day he ventured out to find work, earn a modest wage, and return home to rest. Despite his struggles, he held on to honesty as his guiding principle, a value that brought him both peace and hardship. One day, after a fruitless search for work, he was walking home, weary and disheartened. Suddenly, a voice called out from behind, "Can I find a laborer here?" The young man turned around to see an old man, bent with age, standing with 3 heavy bags at his feet. "Yes, I can work," the young man replied without hesitation. The old man smiled and said, "I need to travel to the next village, which is a little far from here. I can carry 2 bags, but the third is too heavy for me. If you carry it, I will give you 3 coins." The young man agreed, picked up the bag, and immediately noticed its weight. "This bag is heavy," he remarked. "Yes," whispered the old man. "It's filled with bronze coins." The young man, despite the weight, shouldered the burden and began walking beside the old man. As they walked, he noticed the old man's gaze never left him, a look of caution in his eyes. The young man thought to himself, "He must think I'll run away with his money." But then he remembered Buddha's teaching. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. He chose to hold on to his integrity, knowing that honesty was the true wealth. As they approached a river, the young man waded into the water, ready to cross, but the old man stayed back. "I am too old to carry these bags through the river," said the old man. "If I try, I might fall. Can you carry 1 more bag? I'll give you 3 more coins." The young man agreed and went to pick up the second bag. The old man hesitated, saying, "But promise me you won't run away." "This bag contains silver coins." "Do I look like a thief?" the young man replied. "I value honesty. I am not someone who betrays trust." With that, he took the second bag and crossed the river. Even the promise of silver couldn't sway his commitment to integrity. As the young man continued up the hill, the weight of the bags grew heavier, and so did the thoughts in his mind. "If I run away with these bags, I'll be rich forever," he thought. "This old man has no use for all this money. He's near the end of his life. But I am young. I could live in luxury, marry, and never worry again." Buddha's words echoed in his mind. Our life is shaped by our mind. We become what we think. But the thoughts of wealth and comfort consumed him, and he decided to run. He raced up the hill, his heart pounding with both excitement and guilt. When he finally reached his home, he dropped the bags, breathless, and opened them eagerly. But instead of gold, silver, and bronze, he found only small stones. Confused and angry, he searched the bags and found a piece of paper. The message read, "I am the king of this land. I have no heir and am growing old. I've been searching for an honest person to adopt as my child and successor. If you hadn't run away, you would have been that person." The young man was crushed by regret. All his life, he had been honest. But in a single moment, he let greed and fleeting thoughts overpower his values. He had lost an opportunity that would never come again. Reflecting on his actions, the young man remembered Buddha's teaching. The mind is the source of all suffering. He realized that it wasn't the world that had betrayed him, but his own thoughts. His decision, driven by greed, had led him away from the path of truth and cost him his destiny. This story of the young man and the old king teaches us about the power of thoughts and their impact on our lives. Buddha often taught that our thoughts are like seeds, and the ones we nurture grow into our destiny. In this story, a momentary lapse allowed negative thoughts to take root, leading the young man to act against his principles. It's a reminder that we must guard our minds against harmful thoughts. As Buddha said, your worst enemy cannot harm you as much as your own unguarded thoughts. By staying mindful and cultivating positive thoughts, we can lead lives that are true to our values and filled with peace and happiness.